Hate to see another nigga like me going out so sad. Smoking 24/7, trying to leave my thoughts, but they coming back.
We out here. We back again. I know it seems like we just gonna disappear. We not. A lot be going on. We be dealing with real life stuff. I'm back. I got KOTV in the building with me.
We in the building.
I got Emperor Just with me.
Yeah, man, for real.
It's been a while. We ran into some issues.
Definitely some issues.
We'll probably get into them later.
Definitely some issues.
Came back and better though. You see what I'm saying?
You feel me? We came
it's
back
a
and
perfect way
better.
to start the new one. You feel me?
Great positive guests.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
Really
most definitely.
putting in work in the city.
for real.
You feel me? And we came. You see how I'm dressed. You see how I'm dressed.
Got the whole Western
Let me make
fit
sure
on.
I stand up so y'all get it.
Fit on.
See, like this what it look like to be first. This what it look like. This is what it looks like when you're first.
I'll take that.
This is what it look. The 76ers are first in the Eastern Conference.
Word.
The 70 it goes through us.
Word.
It goes through now O'Rain. I know you're not privy to basketball.
Yeah, I don't really know nothing about the ball.
I mean,
but that's crazy though. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all been trash forever. You feel me? And I'm not even with.
All right, time out.
Hold up. I'm just saying.
I'm not letting you get
Y'all
that.
had one of the
Can we get our
goats.
like?
Y'all had one of the greatest, you know what I'm saying, individuals of all time, but he wasn't able to.
Yeah, you know when you have
do
somebody
his thing.
that really hate on you and you
I'm not
know,
hating. I'm just saying.
like deep down
I'm
in your
proud of
heart,
y'all. I'm
we're
proud of
number
y'all.
one,
I'm
and he
completely
finds
happy.
something to hate
I'm
on.
just saying, man. I'm
The
proud of
Knicks in the
y'all.
playoffs. The Knicks in the playoffs.
For
Oh,
sure.
yeah, Knicks in the
Listen
playoffs.
to the
Yeah, that's it.
What is it? 4th, 5th seed?
Fourth seed in the East. They counted us out. So I'm completely listen. Y'all can get first, second, third, and you can't get fourth. Listen,
Yeah, I'm
you
about
get
to
first,
say,
second, third, but you can't get fourth.
You know the old heads say basketball is better when the Knicks are good.
Hey, I agree.
I think they was right.
I agree.
I think
Julius
I ain't
Randle's
gonna hold you.
great.
I just feel like it's much better to watch, cause most of the games are gonna be New York games.
Right. It's the mecca. Like when New York is good.
The Madison Square Garden is one of the best places to watch basketball.
If not the best place.
I'm about to say
Everybody loves playing in the garden.
People have,
Except for the
bro.
Garden.
I've been to the Madison Square Garden and they've never been good. This is the first time they've been something. Besides when they had Melo, that
Had
couple.
to work.
But that was a small era though. That wasn't like nothing crazy. Like, you know, Melo came through to his thing, but the rest of the team was still me.
So like you've been like a Knicks fan your whole life.
Actually, so I'm gonna keep it a full stack. When I was growing up,
I need a
we didn't do teams. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. When you kids, like, everybody
You're
like
my
Michael
age.
Jordan. You see what I'm
Like,
saying?
what are you talking about? You're my age.
Watch, I'm telling you, listen, let me show
Ah,
you. So
man.
when I was a kid, I didn't do
You were in
teams.
my same grade and
I
everything.
had a favorite player. Like
Okay.
everybody had a favorite player. So I'm like, yo, my brother liked Michael Jordan. He didn't let me like Michael Jordan. I had to like Scottie Pippen. So
He
we
ain't
was
let
Bulls
you?
fans. Yeah, he was stingy. He was like, yo, I gotta like Michael Jordan. You gotta like another person.
Okay.
He liked Batman. I had to like Robin. You see what I'm
Okay,
saying? Like,
okay.
second
Oh,
player
I see
type
what
shit,
you're
younger brother
saying.
type
Word,
shit.
word, word.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's
That's
fair,
fair.
like,
That's fair.
you just growing up with it. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be a Bulls fan because
they
I
got
don't
the
want to like
Bulls
the second best nigga. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, that's true.
I want to like my own player.
Yeah,
So
right,
I said, you know
individual, I feel
what? I'm about to pick my own favorite player.
Okay.
It's been CP and it's been CP.
Chris Paul?
Chris Paul since the beginning, bro.
Hey, Chris Paul,
I respect that. I respect
You
that.
feel
I respect that. I
Best point
respect
guard
that.
all time. I said it on wax. I don't care. Both ends of the floor, defense, offense.
No. Best point guard.
I feel like he's the
all
best point
time.
guard of all
So,
time.
Besides
back
Magic,
then.
besides Magic Johnson.
Not the greatest. Magic got all the rings and all that type of stuff.
I'm about to say,
But he's not better than Magic
He's not better than
Johnson.
Magic. He's
I'm
not
gonna tell you
better.
right now.
Wait, hold
CP
on.
played in
Oh,
Magic
we-
era. 2020, he gonna give him 40.
He be playing Magic?
Chris Paul's not playing in Magic.
Magic
Johnson.
can't play in this era.
Bro, Chris
He
Paul's
can
not
walk the
playing.
court like this. And don't get me
Bro.
wrong, like Magic is nice.
I
He's
hear you.
flashy, good for the game. But
He's
bringing a ball
6'8".
like this, he's 6'8", 6'9". Ben Simmons.
He's sick. Chris Paul couldn't play
Ben
back then.
Simmons, Magic Johnson, probably right.
Chris Paul be a ball boy back then.
Come
Chris
on,
Paul,
man.
he's
I don't
a
even think
force
Chris Paul
6
be in the
feet.
field. I don't
If I'ma
think
keep
he
it a
be-
I bet you we're taller than him.
If I-
I bet you we're taller than him. I bet you we're taller than
Keep
him.
it a buck. CP could play. Anybody
How
in
much
this
you want
era? Anybody in this era could play in any era beforehand. Russell
I
Westbrook
don't-
would be the greatest all time if he was playing
I
back
know
in that era.
that.
I
Bro,
agree.
I
Bro,
know.
I
remember
agree.
that speed dunking on them? Come on, yo.
Nah, the Jordan rules would have been the Westbrook rules because there's no way they're letting you do that every time.
You see what I'm saying?
Every
bro?
time.
Every time.
So that's why I feel like this is the best era. If you nasty in this era, if you the best in this era, I feel like
I feel like the best era was the era right before this one, the 2000s. That was the best one.
That was the
Kobe,
great.
prime
the Steve
Kobe.
Nash,
Kobe,
the
KG,
Oh
Tim
my
Duncan,
Nah,
God,
that's-
bro.
that's-
Devin-
Allen,
Wasn't that
Iverson,
when that's when the Spurs was wilding. The
Allen,
Spurs.
I'll take that.
Iverson.
Ooh, yeah, that
But
was
yeah,
it,
long story short, CP was my favorite player. They vetoed the trade for him to go to LA, which was some BS. Everybody knew that was some BS.
That's one. I don't even want that. To me personally, people talk about like flat Earth, and that's the biggest conspiracy
Yeah.
theory of the world. To me.
Yeah, mom about to
Listen,
say
it was
I
bad.
want to know why and how.
It
The
was
Earth
really,
influence.
it was really,
Nah,
it
we
was
not- we
really,
not-
really bad. And once they did that, I was like, all right, like he went to the Clippers. I'm cool with the Clippers or whatever. I didn't really pick a team. After I got out of college, I'm like, yo, I can't be following niggas around the league. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta stay first.
You got everybody. I'm like, yo, I'm not finna do all that. So I'm about to draft myself to a team. And I said, what made the most sense? They was trying to get me over to the Sixers. They were trying to get me over to the Nets. They were trying to get me over to the Lakers.
Stay the court. But that's what I'm
Nah,
saying.
but
I've
you
been a
still 10
Sixers fan
toes
since a
down. You still
kid.
10
Knicks,
toes down.
baby. I took the challenge.
But that's a good team though, because you went there when they wasn't good. So
I did it when they was trash, so you can't say nothing, yo. I was
true.
I can respect that.
You was loyal to the cause back then.
Yeah, you feel me? So like, yeah, I can celebrate now. If you want to celebrate now, like come out of the woodwork, like yo, I'm a Knicks fan. I want to see your receipts in 2000.
I need paperwork. Yeah, I need paperwork.
Yeah, we need paperwork, jerseys, all of that. All of that.
Once you show me that, you
everything.
good.
Your hat from back in the day, all of that.
Here, bro.
All of that, cuz.
So let
If
me
you
ask
just
you.
start liking the Knicks within the past year and a half, 2 years, you are not a Knicks fan.
Facts. So hold up. So you got the Knicks taking it all? Who you got taking it all? You don't got.
As long as we get past the first round. Listen, getting to the playoffs right now, it's baby steps, bro.
It's baby steps.
We didn't even get to the bubble.
Because it's different. It's different. It's a whole different level of competition. You know what I'm saying?
I know to not get invited to the bubble was crazy.
So we're not even in the bubble. So
that was
the fact
crazy.
that we got to the playoffs and we're in top 4 after one season.
Yeah.
Bro, y'all can get swept first round.
I was hungry, man. I was hungry.
Y'all can get swept.
Knicks can get swept first round. I'm still happy.
That's a fact. That's a win. That's a win.
I do want CP to retire with a ring though.
That's a win.
While he's still good.
Yeah.
And they robbed him for an MVP, but I ain't finna go back over.
Well, me personally, y'all know who I got taking it all. I'm not gonna go in depth. 6 and 4, every team. I mean, I'm telling you, whoever disputes this, when we win, I'm taking a bus. We're going to Philly.
Every team.
So you either with me or
in 4, no losses.
Next topic.
16 straight games.
No losses. That's what he said.
The next topic is
Write that down.
like, what are y'all talking about? 16-0. No. Ben Simmons be bugging. So I'm gonna be objective and say we might lose 2-3.
Okay.
We might lose 2-3.
That's reasonable.
And the Nets, if the Nets
Start
players
wilding.
become the Nets players,
All right, yeah, it's slow.
we're in trouble.
Yeah, it's slow.
But I don't believe in James.
I mean,
Kyrie liable to not play if something go left.
Yeah.
Let a world event go crazy.
Nah, chill.
We'll be all right.
No comment.
You feel me?
Crazy.
So
That's
6
crazy.
and
He
4.
known for that. He know to move funny.
Before we leave on the basketball topic, we're not gonna skip past the fact that you hoop.
Yeah,
I want to see you back on the court.
I get it every
Real
time.
talk, I want to see him back on the court. He had a little hiatus.
Hold on.
Yeah, he
Wait,
hoops, bro. No, but he hoops.
I be
though.
trying. They don't believe me.
I know he hoops. He be talking like he been outside giving people buckets. Like,
No, I was like that. That was my past life. Like,
I met him on the basketball court. He hoops, bro.
That's it.
Not passing, he hoops. Now, I mean, I definitely used to terrorize him.
All right, truth comes
But
out.
outside of that, boy, yo, he hoop. Like,
we get a viral clip and now we terrorize people.
Hey,
See,
listen,
but it's people like you that make me want to go outside because like
Come
it be
outside, bro.
bums that talk like that. I'm
outside.
like, you was never like that.
I
See, at least somebody who I can say, all right, he's like we can get it in. Like I come outside for that. Like,
yeah, it's lit then. You gotta set that
That's
up.
facts.
all right, bet. We'll set it up. But moving on. You feel me? I want to talk about the music. You feel me? And not specifically the music scene in our city and what you got going on.
Yeah, so the thing about it with music, I think the biggest thing that people need to understand is
Wow.
see, I lit the room up with this conversation.
Yeah, wow.
But yeah, the thing about music is like a lot of people right now, I feel like in Connecticut are, like you said earlier off the mic, like they're in a situation where it's not really the talent, it's the infrastructure, it's the business. And I tell people all the time, like, yo, when you say music business, the biggest word is business for a reason. Because that's the most important part.
It's mainly
You know what I'm saying?
business.
It's mainly business. Anybody can make a hot song. Look, we got mics right now.
Anybody
After this, we can make a
He
banger.
can make a banger.
Banger.
And it's not even
a heater.
important
Go
at that
viral
point in
on
time.
TikTok and all that.
Yeah.
A heater.
If you don't got the business, if you don't have the ability to sustain yourself, if you don't know what differentiates yourself in any market when it comes to business at all, you're not gonna survive. So the same thing about it with music. Like I like what's going on because people are doing more. They're doing more on top of the business. With me specifically, I make music. The people around me make music. But we approach it from a business perspective. Like we get the content, then we sell the content. If you out here doing it backwards, you know it's not gonna make sense. But the generation that's coming up now, like my generation and the younger generation, we got it all set. I'm telling you, like within like I want to say the next 3 to 5 years or earlier, you're gonna see like
CT artists, like
artists.
that's what I want. Like,
Most definitely.
So 100%.
Most
That's
definitely.
that's
That time is definitely coming because our progression level has been crazy. Like you said, a lot of people is working, going to different states, connecting with certain individuals. I mean, like right now, and like you said, but the biggest important thing, bro, is the business side of it. Right. Like you could be in the studio all day, 10 days.
You could be as good as you want to be.
It don't matter.
If you're not willing to work with people, if you're not trying to let your personality show, don't nobody care if you can spit bars.
Right. The thing about
everybody spit bars.
And the thing about it too is like
bars come and go.
Right. If you're in a situation, and most of them is recycled, if I'm gonna keep it a full stack, everybody's rapping about the
they
same
written
track.
by me.
Yeah.
I wrote the bars. You feel me? Like, if you want to talk about it, like, it's me.
You got the composition. You got all the compositions, sir.
It was me.
Listen.
You feel me?
And
But they got their own personality. They need to let.
Right. If you're not showing yourself, if you're not showing your personality, if you're not doing any type of product differentiation, nobody's gonna want to check for you.
You feel me?
And on top of that, even what's more big, which is more bigger than that, is you gotta be consistent, bro. Y'all coming out with a song a month, and then you coming out with a video twice a year. It's not gonna happen.
And we never see you.
It's not gonna
we
happen.
never see you again.
One song a month and two videos a year. It's not gonna happen, bro. You can't. It's not gonna happen. People want to see you every single day.
Jesus, I've been sitting there telling people that I'm like, yo, cuz you gotta sit there and be consistent. Because even I had to learn that myself with my funny videos, with my designs.
Right. Even with this,
you don't start really seeing growth until people constantly.
You feel me?
And
we getting there.
You feel me? Like people want. I told one of the homies, I'm like, yo, cuz I ain't hear you enough. You know, I be in the studio. I'm like. It's not that I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the people. The people have not heard you. They don't see you.
They don't care if you've been in the studio.
Right.
I'm saying
they don't care if the top level artists have been in the studio.
No,
you gotta produce.
They want to hear content.
The only thing you're gonna be able to get a result off is what you produce. Period. And if you and the thing about it, like the barrier to entry is so low that everybody's doing it. So the only way you can differentiate is if you're really, 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 really good, or if you really, 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 really working. There's only, and if you're both, it's a wrap.
Or if you have, there's other ways to cheat the system. You feel me? You got industry plans. No one from Connecticut is going to be that.
Right.
Which means you have to do what he said. You have to be really, 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 really good. Or you have to work really, really, really hard. And working really, really hard entails knowing the business. It entails putting yourself out there.
And I want to say
doing a lot of stuff
the
that
marketing
people don't
side
be
of things,
trying
like,
to do.
You feel me? It's a lot of that. It's a lot that goes into it. Doing the research to figure out how to really expand your music, expand your fit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that
Get
that
into
goes
the
into that whole
craft.
situation. And I feel like a lot of people don't be willing to take it that far. You feel me?
Yo, I want to say on camera, like, yo, like, if you really feel like you could get paid off of something, then try your hardest with it. Because at the end of the day, bro, like,
Why not?
When you wake up in the morning, you're gonna have to go to your 9 to 5. You
gonna-
have to. Because
You're gonna figure out the alternative.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You gotta make bread somehow.
Yeah, they subject you to certain things that you don't feel like doing.
Especially if you really have that talent, like push yourself.
No,
And even if, the thing about it is, even if you trash, bro, like the human body, the human mind is going to develop a way to get better in any scenario. If you're really trash, there's people on the court that's really trash, but they just put that work in, and now that ugly jump shot drop. You see what I'm
Now
saying?
that
Like,
ugly jump shot, water.
it's water. Like, so it's like, yo, if you really just put the work in, you block everybody else out, and you just consistently go, people even like trash people now. They like to make fun of them.
Which is crazy.
They getting paid.
They love to hate them. Yeah.
They love to hate.
There's
they
a
love
market
to hate
for
you,
being
bro.
hated.
There's a market for everybody.
Yo,
You just
there's
gotta
a
be
market
there.
for that. Yo, that's hilarious.
No matter what you do, and it's not even just music too. Like
That's what. That's another reason, like, kind of why I built this. Like, I built this for the culture. People think the culture is just hip hop music. No, hell no.
definitely
That's
not.
not true.
It's these conversations.
The culture is the people who do these girls' nails.
Right.
The people who shoot who's the shooters, the cameramen.
Yeah.
Everybody. My intern. You feel me? Like, that's the culture. Like, the culture is everybody that's helping, that's giving to what we call the culture.
Exactly.
That's putting a helping hand forward.
Right. The thing about it too is, like, whatever you decide that you want to do, as long as you're consistent, like you said, it's gonna build the culture. It's gonna make another caveat or another aspect of what we got going on as creative individuals off the grid of just waking up and going to your 9 to 5 or whatever type of job you got. Because at the end of the day, yo, the biggest thing is, I think people look to other people for validation. Like, like, I want to go on this podcast or this show, and then now I know I made it, or whatever the situation is. Yo, when you decide in your head that you're locked in, that's when you make it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
everything else is just a result of you
being locked in.
You're already locked in.
Exactly.
Like, if you're in a situation where you're like, yo, like, I'm locked in like this music thing. I'm gonna make a song a day. I'm dropping it on SoundCloud every day. You have now made
somebody gonna like that shit.
Somebody gonna like
whether they like your music or they like your hustle. Somebody gonna like
it, and that's when you think in your mind like, yo, I've now made it. Let me just make sure I put that grind in, because making it or being in a situation where you got 1 million views, you're not getting that much bread off of it. I'm gonna pull the whole curtain back. You make 1 million views off of one video or something like that. The most you're gonna make is anywhere from 15 to 25,000.
Yeah.
That's not gonna stretch you for the whole
That's
career.
not enough.
I promise you that.
That's not
And
enough.
if it's a fluke and you can't follow that up,
It's over.
you just got one video.
One video.
Okay, cool.
That's a fact.
And that's the most you can make because you did it the right way. If you ain't do it the right way, you got 25 million views, you got whatever on TikTok or whatever, and you're not even gonna make any money off
over it.
That
you know what I'm
means
saying?
nothing.
There's no capitalization.
That means nothing.
You go to the club one time, somebody might get you a free drink because they remember you off of TikTok, but that's it. Like, you see what I'm saying? There's nothing else you're getting out of that.
do that.
Yo, I thought you.
Don't
that's
get the
it.
free
That's all you
drink.
get out of that, bro.
You get mad props.
You get a little
And
bit of
props ain't worth shit.
Right.
It ain't worth shit.
Nothing at all.
I need longevity, man. I need
Right.
that longevity.
Hell no.
longevity. You know, just lock into what you're gonna. You made it, and then everything else they're gonna come easily, bro. It's whatever. It's just
Yeah,
like
the
whatever.
universe definitely gives you what you put out, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely gives you what you put out, like, bro. Because even with my like funny videos, like I was playing around, whatever. I try to be more consistent.
And then you realized you wasn't funny. Then you was like, damn, let me work on myself.
Usual.
And then you started getting funny. You feel me? Hey, I'm giving you props.
Yeah.
Props, nigga, props.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
These are props. I'm giving you props.
Hey,
I tend to be hilarious.
everybody got their own opinion.
got-
As long as
feel
they
me?
watching, you feel me? Like, they
Yeah, that's my point.
Right.
That's my point.
It
Give
don't
me
matter.
props.
Yeah, as long as they watching.
Nah, but yeah. Because
you
at first I
props.
was a little choppy, nigga. But no, now what? A little choppy. But now,
Now I'm
I be
hating.
doing-
Now
I be-
he admits it.
I be doing it like
So
this.
am I hating or am I being honest? Before you said I was hating.
I don't know. 'cause
Now
at
you
first,
admitting it.
It was leaning towards the hating. You know what I mean?
See,
But I heard that. I was like, all right, he switched it up right quick.
You see, I'm
Switched it up right
Shortstop.
quick.
Oh, Rain, look what I have on. I'm winning right now. Come on, I can never hate.
Alright.
I can never hate.
Give him that. He got that all day.
I can never hate.
He do.
First in the East, you got
He
that
do.
all day.
First
Never
in the
hate. You feel me? But I wanted to go into my next topic, right? That it kind of goes hand in hand with CT and music, more so the infrastructure. This black and white thing you do.
Oh yeah.
I need
Please,
you to
yeah,
describe.
break
it
that
because
down, bro.
I was speaking to a friend
man.
of mine who happens to be my intern's brother, who actually curved the shit out of me today.
Word.
In the craziest fashion. I never had a friend do any, or foe
Yo, no.
do anything
friend or
in that manner.
was so funny.
Like, yeah, you ever need somebody? They can't quite help you out,
Right.
but you understand because that's your friend.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you end up crossing paths with that friend. He's not busy at all.
Listen,
My
it
man,
happens.
I ain't even gonna expose what he
It
was doing
happens.
because then the people gonna really
Nah,
think he was grimy. Like, if I tell you what he was doing, y'all gonna, wow, he grimy. Like,
Yo, it happens.
but like, it happens. I get it.
I ain't gonna lie.
I get it.
I might be guilty of it sometimes too, bro. Like, yo, I was like doing it. I usually tell niggas, though, I'll tell you up front, like, yo, I ain't gonna hold you.
Which is
that
fine.
there
You
ain't-
should have told us that about when they got his little brother.
Which is fine, but so this black and white thing you do.
So listen.
I was trying to get him to get on there, and I wanted him to meet you.
Yeah, like he was
Oh, he
trying,
missed out on the
he
opportunity.
was trying to do the introduction. Yeah, he was
Oh,
trying to
yeah,
do
he
the
definitely missed a lot of
introduction.
opportunity,
okay.
bro. But I mean, hey, listen, my Instagram.
We'll get him.
So basically, like,
But still,
like I said,
asshole.
when it comes to making content, bro, like I just like thinking of stuff and making stuff. So I had did a freestyle on some beat real quick, and I made it black and white because I live in a studio. Like where I live at is literally in the studio. So
Okay.
I got the
Like legit.
yeah, like I literally like I moved out and went into an apartment. The apartment is my studio. I just have to been in
Oh,
there.
shit.
You see what I'm saying? So what I did was I'm like, yo, like everything is streamlined. I can make a song and a video within an hour and put it on Instagram by the end of the night. Like I've tried it, it happened, it's easy. So the reason why I bring that up is because I had did a rap or whatever, and the way I rap is I don't really like sit there and write anything. It's just I listen to the beat and whatever comes to my mind, I'll put it on wax. So that's usually the way I do it. So I heard a beat, rap the joint, and I was like, yo, I want to put a video out by the time the actual song drops. So it was the What's Next joint that
Okay.
Drake came up with the little
Yeah.
three-pack. So I had the song recorded before Drake even put the song out because I found the leak. So I'm like, yo, like
I had to leak too.
yeah, I had to leak to the instrumental. I'm like, yo, like this is done. So I heard the leak on the instrumental. I recorded that joint that night. I recorded the video that night. I said when he dropped the video, when he dropped his song, I'm gonna have my stuff is already gonna be up there. Nigga did a silent drop. that night, so I just did the same thing at the same time.
Okay.
People was rocking with it or whatever. Like it was like triple entendres. It was a nice little joint or whatever. But when my boys seen it and was like, "Yo, like I love what you did," because I had put the lyrics on top. Because when I rap, when I say lyrics, like I'll say the same word back to back, but it'll mean something different the next time. So I say like, the best way for the viewer to understand what I'm saying is if I don't know, have the lyrics there so you can read it while I'm saying it.
Yeah.
So I did it. I put the lyrics up. Another dude that's very well known in the state, his name is Sholey.
Yeah, shout out to Sholey.
Shout out to Sholey. Blue Billions project is dope. He seen it. He was like, "Yo, bro, I need one of those like ASAP."
Okay.
I was like, "All right, pull up."
Cool.
So I had sent them another leak that came from that same Drake pack, the lemon pepper joint. He murdered me. He sent me the joint back within like an hour. Sent me over the lyrics. I said, "Bro, I'm gonna cut it up the same exact way." He said, "All right, bet." Like he's like, "What about like the colors and stuff?" I said, "I'm like, yo, I'm gonna keep it black and white. People like it."
Yeah.
He put it up. Everybody in the state DM me like, "Yo, I need one.
Okay.
I said, "Bet, it's a segment." I said, "It's a segment."
Yeah.
That's beautiful, bro.
So the next dude, so a lot of the people that's on there, I have personal relationships with. Like the next dude that was on there, YPQ, is a dude that was like my first video I ever did.
Shout out to YPQ too. We gonna get him on there soon.
Yeah, like YPQ,
get him on here
like
real soon.
he get to it. Then the next dude was Dose. He was one of my actors. The next dude, I got Mula Guapo on it. He was one of my actors. Like it's like, yo, like all these people I got actual relationships with, they just need an outlet for their content. They sitting on stacks of content, but they just need outlet. I say, yo, I know you for years, bro. Pull up whenever we get this joint done in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I had a black and white. Somebody came through. It literally took from start to finish 6 minutes.
Wow.
They came in, they did it. I chopped it up. I
And
got
it
it
was done.
scheduled. It's just like that.
So now let me ask you something,
That's
because
dope, man. That's dope.
going back to what we had a conversation off cam about the infrastructure. Like,
Right.
I feel like, because when I seen that shit like sparked my interest. I was like, yo, this shit could be part of the infrastructure of Connecticut. Like,
100%.
like I was telling you how every state has an infrastructure.
Right.
And we're like one of the only states that has nothing.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
Zero.
So
Well, the thing about it too is like when you say infrastructure, it's like people think some grand, big Hollywood engine.
No.
It's consistent people that do consistent things. That's
yes,
literally
that's it.
Exactly.
You
That's
do
it.
what you do
That's it.
consistently. You link up with this person. This person does what they do consistently. You link up with that person.
Yes.
For example, with me, like I wasn't starting anything when it came to entertainment whatsoever until my infrastructure for me was already built. Like,
Okay.
so that's why it took me, quote unquote, so long. I'm 27. I've been making music and being able to rap and all this acting and stuff like that since I was a kid. Like literally like a kid. I've been acting in plays and making music and all that type of stuff since I was younger than 13.
Okay.
But I was like, listen, I want to have my own camera. I want to be able to record myself. I want to be able to edit my music, edit my videos. I want to be able to do everything from start to finish so that my infrastructure could be built and I could put out the content as I pleased.
Okay.
Everybody does not have the ability to do that.
Rain, stop touching stuff. But anyway.
Yeah, but everybody don't have the ability to do that. So then you provide services for people. I don't really even do it from a financial standpoint. I just want people to be able to have the content. I'm like, yo, listen, like when he hit me up about the black and white joint, I said, it's a full-blown segment. Pull up, let's just get the joint done. And a lot of people, too, when it comes to infrastructure, they don't really have the humility that it takes to work with other people.
That's what scares me, because I feel like people really think it's because they can rap.
Right.
And they don't understand that no one cares if you can rap.
Right.
Like there's things that you need to do. Like there's like I was telling you, like there's a reason why there's a bars on I-95. You feel me? There's no reason why you should go on bars on I-95, right? Because they have a bars on I-95, then they be having a little segment where they ask you shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel me? To get your name, show your personality, show who you are. You feel me? And like I was telling you, there's no reason why somebody should go on bars on I-95, not come to KOTV, and not hit you up to do a black and white. You feel me? Like we need to get it to where it's like that. Not do a soul food Sunday.
We all in tune with
you
each
feel
other.
me?
You figure deal me? It shouldn't be a situation.
I've been seeing that around.
Once
Soul
you hit
food
bars,
Sunday.
like,
You feel me?
yeah,
There's no
I
reason why
just
people shouldn't be
I just
doing
spoke
that.
to Jai.
Like,
I just spoke to I literally just spoke to recapture while I was doing the black and white.
see?
And that's what the thing about it is like, here's the biggest thing that has to do with like the humility aspect that I'm saying. People will be rappers or people will be whatever they want, but they're not even gonna reach out to you and be like, yo, you wanna pull up? Because they got too much pride to say, I didn't want to ask the dude to pull up to the show.
Yeah.
Bro, this is not the industry for you then. You see what I'm saying? Just do whatever you're doing in terms of your trade and call it a day. Because if you're not willing to be in a situation where you are quote unquote vulnerable for somebody to say no, that's whack, or no, I don't want this.
You have to network.
Down or network. Entertainment is not for you.
It's not for you.
Entertainment or any matter of fact, anything besides clocking in is not for you, bro. Because I promise you, like, I'm very big into investing in investments. You get no's 50 times before you say.
Bro, I cannot tell you how many times I've reached out to people and either just got no response or they just said no. What I'm supposed to do?
Right, and it's like
I'm supposed to be like, all right, I'm done, guys. I'm sorry.
I got beef with this dude
I'm gonna keep
now.
going.
No, it is. Like, that's weird to me. Like, I see him and I see you in person. I'm gonna try again,
bro.
Now you got done me in person.
Right. I see exactly what you said.
Done me twice.
The entertainment is,
and it's still no smoke.
It's no smoke. It's really no smoke because at the end of the day, either you interested in it and you want to get it done, or you're not. I'm the type of person that I answer every single DM. Like if you DM me, I answer every single one. Other people, they might, and I just restarted my Instagram, so I have the ability to do that. But other people who've been doing it for a while, got 20,000 followers, they might not even see the DM that you're reaching out. So you
That's a fact. That's a fact. And you salty.
And you salty.
You
don't even know that you reached out. You see what I'm saying? So if the infrastructure is built and you network with other people, then it's like, yo, get me in contact with this person. Get me in contact with this person. For example, like if you try to talk to a specific individual who's been on my black and white set, I got their number.
Yep, we can just reach out.
Reach out directly, bro. Because the thing about it is that's how networking and infrastructure is built. People look at California, look at Atlanta, they look at, I would say Chicago, kinda, but more so like California,
they don't really
LA
work
and
together.
Atlanta. Yeah,
but even they have an infrastructure, but theirs is clout based.
Right, exactly.
But at least they have one. You feel me? Everybody has one.
Exactly.
Atlanta, you just go down the street, you see rappers.
Right.
You feel me? Everybody has one.
Everybody has like a section. Like they have a community that's all working. You know what I'm saying? Right. Everybody in Atlanta put everybody in Atlanta on. You feel me? Everybody in the city put everybody in the city.
Well, Atlanta's infrastructure is top tier.
Yeah.
They got rappers. If you don't want to do it through the rappers, you can do it through the strip clubs. They got a wild.
Yo, and the thing about
it just works for them.
It's like in these other areas.
I admire them for that, actually.
Like Atlanta and LA. Matter of fact, my cousin Jordan, he growing up. He's crazy. He in California literally right now, and the energy that's so much different is when you are in those areas, you're there to work. Yeah. In Connecticut, it's like I might work. Or I might be able to be there on time. Or I might know my lines for this scene. Nah, in Atlanta, in LA, you go over there, they pulling up like, yo, please give me the script. Please give me an opportunity. And it's like with me, I already got connection. People hit me up from LA literally right now. Like, yo, come out here, do videos and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, I'm holding down the state real quick. I'm going to make sure everything is situated. I dare somebody to say I left without thinking of people. Yeah. Bro, I've been hitting y'all up. You see what I'm saying?
I've been trying.
And trust me, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm always going to hold it down, like, make sure that videos and everything is situated, and no matter how big I get, I'm going to hold it down for Bridgeport because there's really no outlet, and it's really crazy for these kids right now, but to keep it a buck, bro, y'all really, like, as a whole, y'all really need to get on your, yo, this is what I do, this is what I want to work, this is how I want to work.
And I'm going to get out there.
And I'm going to get out there regardless.
One way or another.
And don't let $20 to $40 to $50 to $60 to $150 stop you, because to keep it a buck, a lot of people aren't
invest
working.
in yourself.
Yeah. You have to invest in yourself.
A lot of people ain't working because they either saying, oh, I don't got enough, or I'm charging too much, or they charging too much, bro. You just bought a Louis bag.
Yeah. What?
You just bought some Air Maxes.
Air Maxes. I was about to say it. Jordan.
I'm trying to figure out. You gotta figure out.
Let's talk about your priorities.
Priorities, bro.
You put a few gallons of honey, but you can't sit there.
Priority God every weekend.
Yeah. And then as the creators, stop charging so much, bro.
That's fact.
If you're a creator, you're charging way too much. If you really
and you're not on, you're milking people. You're milking people who admire your work.
You have to
so
charge.
Really, you're cheating yourself.
Based on those individual situations, you can't charge somebody $700-800 for the vid. Like, no, he can't.
And to keep it a buck, bro, if you really charging that much and you're pricing people out, you're not doing it for the culture, bro.
Yeah, you're not.
Yo, I dare somebody to watch this video and say I charged them. Period. For any video within the past 8 years. And I got the top. I feel like I got the highest quality stuff around. The reason why I do that is because I'm like, yo, I don't care about the price. Like, I'm not even trying to flaunt. My bag is situated, so I don't really care about the price. $50 or $500 ain't gonna really change my situation. But I know that the content is what's important. I don't want to sacrifice the content for $1,000, bro. You see what I'm saying?
100%.
So
we ain't gonna slide over how you just talk crazy real quick. Get in your bag. Come on. He said the bag.
Yo,
the bag.
Let's talk about that too. It's fine. Everything is open table.
Situated. He said it's situated.
I got a segment coming out about investment too. Like, it's very, very important.
Oh, so you big on the stocks and
actually,
what?
You know what?
Yeah.
2013, bro. If y'all want to know the real story, I was in college. I'm not gonna say no names, but my roommate was doing the stock stuff. I'm hitting
You went to
him up.
UConn, right?
I went to UConn.
I probably know him. I think I know him.
You definitely know. So my roommate is doing stock stuff, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm asking questions about this. People not really giving you the information that you want. Most people take that as, all right, yo, like, I guess it's not for me. Me, I take it as I'm about to figure it out for myself. You see what I'm saying? So by the time I end up finishing school, shoot, like my first, like Bitcoin is very popping now and all that type of stuff is very popping now. But my first thing, property, you see what I'm saying, I rented it out. I had already did anything in terms of like any type of infrastructure I wanted built from an investment and stock portfolio because I learned it on my own.
So you was already on it.
I was already on it. So now when you seeing like Dogecoin and Ethereum being $4,000, average price was $15.
I ain't gonna hold you. We gotta talk.
We can talk, bro. I'm telling you.
Bro,
I'm telling you. The segment is coming very, very, very soon.
I'm just now really getting into it, like, but the fact that you was already up on it back then, that's powerful.
I know a couple people that was on it back then. Now they really reaping the benefits.
Bro, I was in the chat with like Natalia Buterin and Sasha Ivanov, all of them in the chat rooms with them, suggesting them, like all that. I had to use the translator to contact them. No cap, bro. I can tell you a whole lot of stories, bro. Okay. 2011, I got to college. By the time I was in 2014, bro, I was in it. And that was when it wasn't even a financial market. That was just on some straight like experimental stuff. I was in it.
Okay. So hold on.
Trey here, you
I want to get into your commentary bag.
Oh yeah.
Because you said that's a segment. So I see these segments you get into.
Yeah.
You feel me? You get into your segment bag. You get into your commentary bag. So
I
talk a little bit about that, and then I want to talk about some of this, a couple of the segments that you was talking about.
So with commentary, like I said, I'm very big on like doing stuff yourself. Like jumping off and get the porch and doing whatever I want to do in terms of the entertainment. People aren't gonna like immediately flock to what you gotta say or hit you up for an interview or whatever.
That's a fact.
Because you don't really have no content out.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So even though you got the most important things to say and you got like the most groundbreaking things that could change people's lives, you don't really got no like credibility for you to be in a situation in which people are going to listen. So I said, listen, before I even get interviews or before people hit me up, I want people to know my genuine, honest opinion on controversial topics.
Specific shit.
Yeah, that's important to me. So at least you know, like, from the beginning, how I reacted or how I had a stance on something without it being, you know, like the industry making me say something or people be saying like, oh yeah, like that's not his real opinion.
He don't feel that way.
Yeah, like he's just speaking. Somebody else speaking.
He's a liar.
Yeah,
you let it off early. So
yeah, off the rip, like the first thing I came out with, you seeing exactly how I feel about prison reform. You see what I'm saying? That's my first segment. I feel like there needs to be prison reform. So second segment, there needs to be education reform, and I explain my stances and why that's the stances in a concise little area. I do that joint every week. I drop that joint every week just so people can understand, like, you know, like this is how I feel.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
I'm in tune.
Yeah.
I just want you to know I'm in tune. You know me? I just want you to know that I know. Like that's it. That's
about it today, but I'm definitely gonna be in tune now.
Bro. And that's the thing about consistency too. Like I promise you, that joint gonna drop every Wednesday, at least until the end of the year.
My question is though, right? So I seen a few of the videos though, dog. And my thing is, what gave you the vision for like that angle, like that, like close up angle, like you know what I'm saying? Like what was that? Like what made you say? I didn't want to have the camera back here. Or I didn't want to have the camera like, you know, what made you that close up, like is it because you want to give them that personal side of you?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's 100% the answer. Like I want people to understand, like, yo, I'm talking to you. Like it's not a situation where there's another aspect or like there's a whole lot of things going on. Listen, I'm in my studio and I'm telling you exactly how I feel about a certain subject, and you know I'm being genuine because you can clearly see that this is not unscripted to the sense that I didn't like compile my thoughts, but unscripted to the point in which it's not people just like feeding me words. Like I set it up like there's a wider angle if you check the YouTube joint, and then on Instagram it's the even like closer angle. But yeah, bro, I want you to know like I'm specifically talking to you guys about how I feel, and I want you to feel either captivated to agree or disagree so that we can promote discussion about topics that really make sense. Matter of fact, I had one about child support that a lot of people just did not agree with. But it promoted questions and it promoted discussions about a very important topic. I don't care if people agree or don't agree, but at least we're talking about things that are
you want to open the discussion up.
The next meme or something like that. let's talk about something at least once a week. They got
I mean,
something.
it's like in a sense, you really educating the people. You know what I'm saying? By bringing up those topics and like sparking those certain conversations. Now you got people's minds running. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Rather than like thinking about some BS they seen earlier. Now they thinking like, well, dad, what he said on child support, I might not agree, but yeah, he made some good points. Or what he might have said about reform or such and such. Like I ain't really think about like that. And it might even spark somebody to move a little different.
Right. And keep it a buck. Especially in this climate, a lot of people like are so opposed to the opposite side that they think that the person is crazy for thinking the way they think. And I want to bridge the gap and basically say like, yo, like you don't agree with them, you don't have to agree with them, but they have a logical line of thought as to why they're in that position. Like people really do believe things wholeheartedly, and they're wrong.
Yo,
you see what I'm saying? They believe it based upon their experiences and their facts.
You want to tell them?
Well, what you?
You be believing shit and be wrong.
First of all, no, you believe shit and be wrong, nigga. I be right a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I be saving shit and be right.
But see, that's the exact. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like you will think like you're 100% right. Other people could be 100% right. We gotta figure out that we have a situation where we're like, you know what? I understand why you think the way you think, and I want to explain to you why I think the way I think. I'm not necessarily going to agree with you, but I'm not about to sit here and make it seem like, oh, I can't ever speak to you because you have a difference in opinion. You see what I'm saying? So that's the same reason why it was like education reform and other things like that I wanted to speak about because, people are being tormented in our inner city communities, and everybody knows that if it was happening up the street in Fairfield County,
it'd be a SWAT team would be here. Dude, that's a fact. What, man?
National Guard would be here if what happened this past weekend happened over in Village. So I mean, that's just an absolute fact.
That's
facts.
Come
on, man. Tell me about it.
That's facts.
But hold on, I want to get into some of your commentaries, some of your specific ones. So one of them was knowing your audience. Speak to it.
So the biggest thing about it is, like, the analogy that I used was that deaf babies still cry. And the way that I say that is because they're being impacted much less by the sounds that they're emitting because they really can't hear.
Okay.
Right? But they know that it's going to evoke a reaction from the people that are listening to them in order for them to get the desired result. So the reason why I bring it up is because if you know your audience, you have to cater sometimes to a certain extent what your message is to them in a way that they can react to it. If I sit there for commentary or for investment or whatever the situation may be, whatever segment I have, and I start speaking at an extremely high level, nobody even knows the terms that I'm using, and I start talking about short squeezes and all these type of things when it comes to real estate, they're going to sit there and be like, all right, next video.
Yeah, next video.
I have no idea what
he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about.
Excuse me, like, what are you saying, right?
I beg your pardon.
Right. So it's like, if you know your audience, if you know the demographic that you're looking for, you're able to then cater at least a little bit of the information to a point in which it's much more easily digestible, and you're going to be in a position in which you're going to get a much more desired result. It's a win-win situation. So know your audience, know what you're doing it for, know your demographic, and then you'll be able to take whatever content you have and push it in the right direction.
Okay. All right. The next one, you feel me? This one is kind of self-explanatory, so we don't have to get into it if you don't want to. It was leaving your comfort zone.
Well, the thing about it is, like, I think it's like one of the most like sad topics.
I mean, it's a cliche, but
it's definitely a cliche. But what people need to understand though is like how it relates to them specifically. Like, if I say, "Oh yeah, leave your comfort zone," like that don't mean go outside in the tea in the middle of the night. Like
they start wilding.
Yeah, start wilding. Like,
or become a gang member.
Yeah, become a gang member.
And you're not even like that.
This isn't comfortable. I'm not comfortable. Nah, leaving comfort zone is like, yo, go outside and market yourself as the person you want to be before people view you as that. You see what I'm saying? You are the 100%. Best rapper in the world. Why aren't you marketing yourself as that? Because it's uncomfortable to say that. It's uncomfortable to put yourself online.
Because you'll feel bad.
Because you'll feel bad if somebody say this joint is trash.
Or say you're not.
Or say you're not that.
You don't want to accept criticism, feedback.
Yeah. So it's like, yo, like, if you're in a situation where you feel like you're this type of person, or you feel like whatever situation is that situation, leave your comfort zone. Be like confident in yourself and go out there and push that, because the worst case scenario, the absolute worst case scenario, if nothing works out, you're in the exact same situation you are literally right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly.
Literally right now, there's no differentiation. At least
That's the biggest thing. Like, if it don't work, you'll still be in the same situation.
Exactly.
So why not try it? Go hard.
might as
and
well
see if
try
you
it.
can
There's
take it.
only
You feel
upside.
me? Take
Worst
it to the
thing,
next level,
worst
like.
case scenario, you fail.
that's like me saying like, yo, give me $100 for this bet.
Mm-hmm.
If you win, you get $1 million. If you lose, I'll give you $100 back.
I'm doing it.
Of course, there's no risk.
I'm doing it.
You're gonna be in the exact same situation if you lose, but if you win,
doing
guess what? You don't gotta make another bet in your life.
Yeah,
You got $1 million.
Ever.
that's true.
Come on,
That's
now.
true.
betting yourself. Leave it comes on.
And then lastly, support. I like the support one.
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause I agree with that. a
Support is my
lot.
favorite
Yeah.
one. Support is my favorite one because people view support so one-dimensionally, and it's gonna be detrimental for you.
That's true. God, yeah. You think of this?
Yo, but to keep it a buck, because when it comes to support, it's like, yo, I've been going to school with this dude since 3rd grade. He ain't gonna retweet every single video I came out with.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, first of all,
He ain't gonna go and like it.
Yeah, like,
and
listen.
comment nice things and
right? Like, people get extremely upset when they put a video out. They know their friends seen it, and they not just as captivated to share it as they are. They're like, yo, you're not supporting me. You're not supporting me. Listen, let me tell you something. When it comes to support, there's a support in the traditional sense, like they're returning it, but there's also the support where they're not doing it for some reason, and that is support that's more important, because that shows you that either something got to be changed, or that you need to market it to a different demographic. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're making
Find
rap
a different
music,
lane.
right?
Find a different lane.
If you're making rap music and your homie from 3rd grade is not retweeting it because he might not think it's good, maybe you need to make different type of music, or maybe you need to better your craft, or maybe you need to make a video that's more captivating within the first 2 to 3 seconds, so somebody's not scrolling. You see what I'm saying? Everything is support once somebody engages. You just have to figure out what they're telling you it is. Everything is support. So if I put a video out and I'm doing commentary, my joint gets 2 views, and I really care about the viewership, I got to figure out why I'm only getting 2 views when this girl over here is doing some BS and she's getting 50,000.
Wait, she's on
That's-
TikTok dancing.
Yeah. Now, if you can't sit there and like do what she's doing because you're not an attractive female, you got to figure out what your niche is so that you could do your product differentiation and figure out what makes the most sense for you to then get your desired result. That is a form of support that is more important than somebody just smashing the like button and putting fire emojis on your comments.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
So
That's a fact. All
check
right.
the support one out, yo.
So that was the breakdown of just a couple of my favorite commentaries. Now, I encourage y'all every Wednesday. Is there a specific time?
Definitely tap.
I
in.
drop them at 12, but I think I'm gonna start doing a little bit earlier
12.
now at 9 o'clock, because I think the algorithm appreciates that a little bit more. And people, I'm not really the biggest thing about like, yo, views. I'm more about just putting the content out there. But a lot of people are saying like, yo, bro, like, we really would like it if you push your content, because they feel as though it's, you know, helping people. So I'll like play into the algorithm to a certain extent and try to get the viewership up or whatever. But I'm not too concerned about it. I just like putting out good content, because I feel like later on, 2, 5, 6 years ago, it's not gonna spoil. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's fact.
All right.
Views and stuff will come.
And then one of the last things I really want to talk about is this fucking shoe game, bro. I be stressed out every Saturday trying to get shoes, bro.
Yo.
Because like I just can't get shoes.
Yeah,
I mean I'm him, so like I got shoes,
right,
but like
right? I hear that.
actually I'm him. Let me say that correctly. I'm him.
The him
So like I
too.
got shoes. You feel me? But like, let's say you don't get a pair of sneakers, resale $400 for any shoe.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
It'd be a pair of low top green dunks.
With a little
They
bit
want
of, with a little bit of
$350.
black in them. They
Yo,
want
full
$350.
disclosure.
When did that happen?
I don't know. That did just happen out of nowhere.
Yo, full disclosure.
Out of nowhere.
I know. You know what I think really did it? If y'all remember, if you go back to the
I need to
phone
know.
posits. Remember the phone posits back in the day? And
I
they came out
remember.
with the Galaxies, I think it was.
Yes.
And the Galaxies was like everybody wanted them
Yeah,
joints.
everybody wanted
Nobody could get them
Mm-hmm.
because everybody was buying them up and then reselling them. So don't get me wrong. I was a young kid. I was trying to make some money. That little gold pack, the GMP pack with the Jordans, I definitely sat up there. And
I got
them.
those.
You see what I'm saying? I got them. I resold them or whatever. But I was young. You see what I'm saying? And I was in a situation where I had to get money. At least I didn't sell the drugs. Nah, but you see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the situation is this. People are going to find a way to trying to find some type of profit for themselves. They got bots running all throughout the day now, trying to get as many sneakers as possible.
Yo,
And then
that's
sneakers
sick,
roll
though.
on PlayStation.
That's what
I'm saying. It's game systems. It's everything it's shit kids want.
I've been on the screen for the past hour and a half, waiting, refreshing.
It's not happening, bro.
It's
I don't know
over.
how I got the PS5 retail. It just happened. I had a quick
I
connection.
know how I got it. Well, I didn't get it. I got an Xbox One because I'm classy and I have friends.
Let's continue this conversation over here.
Well, no, I'm classy and have friends. So yes, I got an Xbox.
I ain't gonna lie, I got it.
I mean, when you want to play the system alone, you can get a PlayStation.
Come on now.
But I got mine on Amazon.
Amazon? Yes. I was on Walmart and I got mine.
Yeah, right. Oh, now you.
Walmart?
Nah, you.
I was on Walmart.com.
Demon.
Yo, no, Walmart.
Walmart.com.
You got fast fingers, huh?
I pressed 1158, pressed the refresh button. By the time the joint loaded.
You got quick ass fingers,
Straight to the
huh?
cart.
I heard Walmart was damn near impossible.
Walmart wasn't impossible.
Walmart was.
But I mean, when you best a highly favored.
working.
This things happen. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, when you got a connection with God, things just happen for you.
Were you his favorite? That's it.
Yeah. Like, I'm like top 2, maybe. Of all time. I mean, like, Jesus included. Like, it's top 2. It's like,
I don't know, bro, because I ain't gonna hold you. I be feeling like I'm his favorite.
yeah, I mean, hey, I'll speak to him later on. See what's up.
It be some days where I be like,
listen,
nah,
he's doing
you
crazy.
really the
Nah.
man. Like, yo,
Nah,
you're
it be
fucking
some
right
days.
now. Like,
It
bro,
be some days you
you're
just start
him.
putting work in.
Right.
Like this happened.
Yo, I'm telling you, that was one of them days. I mean, it's a lot of days for me, but
That's a fact. That was
Yeah,
one of
most
them. That was one of
But
them.
yeah, yo, what I will tell you is this, and this is what I started to see. I'm really good with trends. Listen, y'all keep reselling stuff. You're gonna be paying like 3x for the product, and it's gonna be fake because what people are going to do is they're going to make replicas and they're gonna mix it up with the real ones because you can't just. Yo, I was on TikTok the other day. I seen the replica and the actual.
You see how they be
real
doing
one.
that shit?
You can't. You can't differentiate. It's back in the day. We knew those.
You can tell. You can
I'm like,
tell.
no.
You
We
can
knew
tell.
Oh, those are the.
Don't come in here.
You made those.
You knew what's up. They
You
only,
made those.
they only lasted 2.5 weeks. You got them up. Trust me, bro. I was,
The fabric was a little different.
yeah, I was in the hood. I
Wait,
had some
wait,
fake
different.
joints, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Everybody had fake
Everybody
drinks
had
at
fake
one
drinks.
point.
You didn't even know if it was fake until the seams
I ain't gonna
busting
do a
out.
couple of mine. My Bread 11s, I knew mine was fake because I had the Gucci on it.
Yeah, so you see what I'm saying? So you,
Mine was a dead giveaway.
you
though.
can tell off.
I knew.
But you had to rock them because you feel me? Those were the sneakers for the
Those
year.
was hard.
You
Yeah,
know
that
what
was
I'm saying?
hard.
So, but
At the
listen,
time.
nowadays, bro, there's no differentiation. You can't
There's
tell
too
the
much
difference.
damn technology and machines
Bro,
and shit. That's what
you
it
gonna be
is, yo.
spending 2 bands for some non-factory,
And they making them themselves.
off-white ones.
They make them themselves. That's
And they making them themselves. And the wild part about it is, hey, listen, y'all, this is what
This is what they created.
This is what you created.
They create, and it's like,
I mean, I
who do
respect the
blame?
hustle, but
bro.
damn,
I mean,
dog, you want an extra
these are my
$600
work
for the
shoes
shoes?
now.
I hear you. Yo, I'm the worst when it comes to sneakers.
I
like,
come to work in these now, man.
I hear you.
I said, oh, the podcast.
I got 3 pairs of Crocs.
Let me get right.
Got the
And
Crocs
I ain't
on.
even put them in sport mode. I'm supposed to have them in sport mode when I
Okay,
start the
you working.
podcast.
Yeah,
You feel me? I'm
it's
working.
work. Yeah,
I'm
but
working.
listen, bro. Like, when it comes to my sneakers, I literally just started buying sneakers again this year because listen.
Like, I can't get none. I can't win none.
Yeah,
man.
they-
You can't win it
it's-
anyway.
it's-
And then on top of that, once you get them, and if you spend $450, $500 on it, you can get a couple wears out of it. Then it's over with.
It's over with,
Listen,
yeah.
don't
Because
buy
the
sneakers,
fab,
buy
because the
gold.
material's not even as good as it used to
Nah.
be.
Yeah.
Don't
Last
buy
lot things
clothes,
downgraded quality.
Nobody clothes.
Buy stocks.
Buy stocks. Buy gold. You see what I'm saying? It'll be better for you in the long run, man. It's gonna appreciate over time.
Real shit,
Definitely.
man, bro. I just want to say thank you for coming.
Of course, bro.
You feel me? I got
Make me a
the
regular.
Emperor. Yo, I would love to.
Listen,
you feel me?
anytime from here to whatever, bro. I don't care what the situation is. Call me. I'm gonna pull up.
I say
Yeah,
that.
most
Say that.
definitely,
I want
man.
to say thank you for coming. I want to say thank you to your lovely girlfriend for coming.
Appreciate
feel
you.
me?
Appreciate
Helping
you.
out.
Feel me?
You feel me? It was no bad show. It was very hot in here.
Yeah, it was a little toasty.
It was very
in here,
hot in here. You feel me?
It was a little toasty.
when we invite you back, hopefully we might be in the same shit. I like
the aesthetic, bro.
It's a little
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
you feel me?
Either we gonna be in this
It's
one,
real
or we gonna be
homie,
another
but
little small little
We might be in
situation.
some not a small.
No,
I
not
ain't
this
switching this
situation.
small
I'm about to
to
say
another
this-
small.
this small. You
You
feel
feel me?
me?
But
It might
hopefully
be like
we
three
get to a
times
bigger
the size.
situation. But I want to say thank you for
Listen,
coming.
I'm
Don't leave me hanging on
invested,
cam.
bro. I'm fully
You feel me?
invested, man.
I'm saying, appreciate you,
I mean, I
man.
love it. I love stuff
Feel
like
me?
this.
KOTV. I
KOTV.
always
KOTV,
forget to say
man.
this at the beginning, but comment, like, subscribe.
Oh yeah, all that good stuff, right?
All that good YouTube
King of
stuff.
the Vision, man.
Yeah, I'm not a
Where am I
YouTube
been?
person, man, but KOTV King of the Vision, we out here, man. We out.
For real.